Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to speak on interesting topic called hiking, which is being considered as one of the popular activity since years. So when I heard this word hiking, I started research why people are more inclined towards hiking, and I did a small research where I got some of the findings from people, and the most findings are like this. So many people believe that it's a way to get out of the city and enjoy nature. Yes, nowadays, post pandemic, everybody is busy with their schedules and they are not even getting time to spend with themselves. With this busy schedule and work pressure, many people are inclining to some or other disease and they are just simply losing themselves. So they thought hiking is one of the best way to get rid of all this stress and regenerate themselves. The second response that I got is it is a way to connect with people who also enjoy the hiking. Yes, many people believe that hiking will connect you with different people and new people, and where you can get to know lot of things and you can exchange your thoughts, which in turn increases your networking, which is more needed nowadays. And many people believe it is a way to improve your physical health over time by learning how to do hike correctly. Yes, many people nowadays are not even doing exercise, not even giving personal care now. So to avoid this, at least they believe if I do hike, so I'll at least get to know about my physical health and how do I maintain myself. And the last one is it gives you peace with environment. So many people believe that environment speaks with you a lot. So there is a saying uh, where people say that our human beings will first tell you then teach you lesson, but nature is not like that. First it will teach you a lesson, then you will learn something out of it. So yes, many people believe that same. So they say that environment speaks with you a lot in terms of the sounds made by animals, birds, or the sounds that you hear from the trees, so on and so forth. Something subliminal message that they are giving to you, like how the trees respond before tsunami, and how the climate respond before tsunami. So many people believe that there is some subliminal messages that one will be receiving. Just it's a thought process, and it's just a matter of identifying them. So many people don't identify, but the people who identified so said me that these are all the subliminal messages that you can hear. Yes, I also need to try on that. Now, in this topic, I'll be covering about some of the aspects like what are the types of trekking. Second one is what are the equipments you need to carry while you are planned for a trekking. And the third one is what are the best places around Hyderabad one can enjoy trekking. Now let's go into the topic. Now, what do you mean by trekking? So many people say that trekking is something that you travel around the hill stations, mountains, so on and so forth. It can be through a group of people or individual. Now, what are the types of trekking? So there are two types of trekking, which again depends on the duration and the kilometers. Now, the first one is the short trip or short hiking or short trekking. So this basically involves for half a day or one day, where people visit and come back, where they feel that they will get instant energy to regenerate themselves and enjoy some time with the nature. And the second one is long term trekking. So long term trekking basically involves trip of 12 days or more, where maximum people go in a group and they stay night in huts or tents made by themselves. So yes, it is one of the best way to go for long trekking with a group, because you can connect with new people and you will obviously get the correct inputs which are the you don't know. So these are the two types of trekking basically we have. Now coming to the equipment, so I have planned a place to go for hiking. I have my people, I have money, everything. But yes, what are the things you need to carry with you when you are planning to go for hiking or trekking? So this again depends on the duration of the program, and especially if it is an overnight program or not. Generally, you will need the following: two different pairs of shoes, a pair of strong and waterproof hiking shoes, and a lighter pair of sneakers and sandals. Yes, if you are going for a trekking to the mountain regions, then definitely this waterproof shoes will help you and make your way easier. And if you are going for a trekking place near to the nature or some hill stations, then yes, a lighter pair of sneakers or sandals are enough. Then the second one is a rain and windproof jackets, so which will avoid you to any uncircumcised hindrances. And the sunscreen. So yes, many people believe that their face may be affected due to some or other unwanted noises or the air. So sunscreen is considered as one of the key equipment you need to carry. The next one is the sunglasses. Yes, sunglasses not only gives you a good pick, but also it helps you to trek easily when you are going for trekking in a hotter climate regions. Then the next one is the hat or cap. Yes, hat or cap is also considered as one of the style statement, but it will help you in restricting the sun rays. And a water bottle. Yes, water bottle is one of the best and one of the critical equipment that one need to carry when they are planned for trekking. Yes, the trekking freaks basically have more than one water bottle with them in order to make sure that they are not dehydrated. Then the last one is a headlamp. So many people prefer to do trekking during nights. Yes, when you are going for a longer trips, right? Then basically you also travel during nights. So headlamps will obviously help you in easing out your way. So these are all the some of the equipments that one need to carry with themselves while planning for trekking. Then there is a question. There is a question with everyone saying, is there any best time around the year to practice hiking or trekking? So what I say is no. So it basically depends on the area where you go. Now, if you are planning to go for Chirapunji during rainy season, then obviously it's not a good place for you, because Chirapunji is one of the deadliest place where you have high rainfalls. So it also depends again on the area and the geographical location and the time you go. Now, if you are a mountain lover, then the best time to go is during winters, where you can practice sky sports. And there are some areas where which are suitable for hiking programs all over, all around the year. So you can also plan over there. So it's basically not a particular time. It's always depends on the area and the geographical location and the weather you are planning to go. Now these are all the some of the basic trekking things that one need to consider. Now I'll be telling you the best places nearby Hyderabad where people can go for trekking, whether it is for short term trekking or long term trekking. So the best and the most explored and enjoyable places for trekking nearby Hyderabad are here. The first one is Ahobilam. So Ahobilam is a holy place of Lord Narsimha, and it is considered as one of the most popular trekking places in Hyderabad. So the point here is you can see Lord Narsimha Kshetra in 9 different forms. That means There are 9 different forms of Lord Narsimha being worshipped over here, and each one has separate temple, and most of them have to be reached by difficult treks through thick forest and rocky paths. Now, when you are going to Ahobilam, so here you have very deadly and difficult treks where you need to go inside of a thick forest, and yes, sometimes you may be encountered with wild animals and the rocky paths over there. Now, it ideally takes 1 or 2 days, and its altitude is 237 meters. So the base station where you need to get down is Nandiala Ahobilam, which is 66 kilometers. So the best time to visit this place is during October and March, and the peak season is February to May. The next one is a Medak Fort. So Medak Fort is ideally considered as one of the best trekking places for adventure lovers. So this route through which travelers have to climb more than 500 steps to reach to the top of the Medak Fort. And interestingly, this Medak Fort is spread across an area of 100 acres, and it was built in 12th century. Now the ideal time duration is 1 to 2 days, and it is 100 kilometers from Hyderabad. So you need to get on at Hyderabad and take your own vehicle or rented vehicle, which takes you to 100 kilometers from here. And the third one is Anantagiri Hills. So it is also known as one of the popular trekking camps in Hyderabad. So interestingly, here we have two trekking trails in the forest. One that begins from the Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple, and another one it just starts 0.5 kilometers from the temple towards Kereli. Now you can either go to towards Kereli for trekking, or you can directly go from Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple for trekking. There are two different parts, and there is also small reservoir, that luscious green jungle, the trails covered by thick vegetarian and beautiful fresh water. Here you can experience the actual greenery with lushing of j- uh, green jungle along with the beautiful fresh water stream. And it is 700 meters altitude, and the base station is Vikarabad, and this is 7 kilometers from Hyderabad, and the best time to visit is October to March, and peak season is February to May. Then the next one is Kankai Waterfalls. So at a distance of 2 kilometers from Ginnur village, the Kankai Waterfalls is one of the favorite trekking spot near Hyderabad. So Bandre waterfall and Gundam waterfalls are located in the single stretch where all three waterfalls including Kankai can visit together. So basically there are three different waterfalls. So in order to go there, you need to first visit the Kankai waterfalls, and from there the rest of the two will be very easy for you. And it takes about 3 to 4 hours to visit all these waterfalls. And basically here the travelers can spend time and come back to the road point, so it's very easy to catch the road and come back safely. And it is located in Adilabad, and it is 51 kilometers from Adilabad, and the best time to visit is August and October. So one tip here is, whenever you go to this place, it takes you to 4 to 5 kilometers through walk the rocky terrain. So in order to go to that waterfalls, you need to first walk to rocky terrain and forest. And the best advice is take someone from this local village who has knowledge about this, and where your path will be very easier. The next one is Bongiri Fort. So Bongiri Fort is one of the popular gateway for a short trip, an important historical site. So when you are going for a short trip, you want to go morning and come back evening. So Bongiri Fort is one of the best place, and it is spread across 40 acres, which makes ideally for trekking, and it takes approximately of 2 hours. The next one is Kolikonda Fort and Kolisagar Dam. So Kolikonda Fort and Kolisagar Dam are considered to the most adventurous places in Hyderabad. And here to reach to the top of this fort, one needs to hike across deep gorge on west and the series of stream on the east before reaching to the flight of steps that leads to the fort. And the dam is about 10 kilometers from the Kolikonda Fort, and trekking trails stretch across rivers. And it is located in Telangana, Jamalpur, and which is approximately 135 kilometers, and it takes 3 hours from there. And the next one is Kondamadugu. So this is one of the famous countryside place in Hyderabad, which is inhabited with some of the most idyllic villages, where you can find the culture of there and you can love the food what they serve over there. And this is basically surrounded with the lush greenery and surreal nature beauty. And this is also one of the famous for Tiger Hills, where people can go camping and trekking. And apart from this, there is Golconda Fort is one of the place where the adventure junkies can go for trekking in Kondamadugu. And the last one is the Narsapur Forest, and this is basically situated in the city, near to the city Balnagar Junction, which is surrounded by thick dense forest. This is small ghat area within the forest area along with a lake, so you can see the ghat area and also lake at the same time. And this is mostly preferred by trekkers. And here not only the people will trek with you, but also there are a lot of monkeys which will accompany you while trekking, and it takes around 5 kilometers to complete the trek. So these are all the some of the trekking places near to Hyderabad one can explore during their weekends. Hope you have enjoyed. Do subscribe and share and suggest the topics that you want to do, then I'll definitely take it and move it and make sure that I'll need read and meet your expectations. Thank you.